Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Libra. It is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. That means it may or it may not be your story. Okay, so let's begin. You could receive an invitation, this invitation in particular that I'm going to talk about, and I have to tell you that it is fated to arrive. What you do with it is going to be very important. Okay, so yeah, um, because I feel like you have been hurt by this person. I have you here, Libra, and you are remembering perhaps how they hurt you. This Knight of Swords, there could have been accusations. Maybe you feel they crossed the line with that accusation. We see that he was, I feel like he just kind of hit you with this, you know. I feel like he probably would not have given you time to explain, or he just brushed off the explanation because whatever made him upset, he believed it in the moment. Okay. Now, this knight, he still wants you, obviously, with this Nine of Cups in reverse. In the upright, it is the lovebirds. So at one time, you were lovebirds, okay? Now it is in the reverse, and in the reverse, it speaks to them feeling like they've lost their wish. It could also be them maybe coming to their senses or needing to come to their senses. It could be that they are resisting this connection because of something they may still believe, possibly, or because of pride, possibly. He is very prideful, and he's also very stubborn, and he can be very harsh as well. So he lost his wish, obviously, with this here, but he cannot help but want it. Like he's always up in his head, but his heart wants this love, this connection still. I feel like with the anchor, this is him needing to get something off his chest. Maybe you want to ask this person some questions as well with the anchor, because you're both here. So you're both here and you are both still wanting each other. If you know, even if you are holding a bit of a grudge for something they said to you, your heart still wants it. Even if your mind is saying something different, your heart still wants this person. So here we have the partner on top of this, and the partner is well, it's anybody you have a significant relationship with, or them with you. Either one of you, because you're both sitting at the heart of the reading, either one of you could be asking these questions. How do they feel about me? Like you could be asking this about them, and they could be wondering the same thing as you are. You know, do they still care for me? They might be wondering that as well. Did they ever care? Again, this goes both ways with the partner. It depends who's who in this reading and which way this is going. If I reached out to them, you know, would they uh, take me back? Would they hear me out? Or like, would they reject me? In the back of this person's mind, what they're thinking of is reuniting. Okay? It crosses their mind often because they still want it. Okay? They still want the wish. So, and you can see that you can see here they're they're sitting. Look how these cards fell. And so you got the Wheel of Fortune. This wheel is just standing there waiting. It is the invitation. It offers an invitation to step up and take a spin. Okay. So, but, and you can see he clearly wants to. He still desires this cup, but maybe he's got some emotional issues he needs to deal with. He's standing here, he's not moving. He wants the cup, but not yet taking action. And the wheel waits patiently here. So this could speak to delays in time. But what I really like is that you have the sun riding the top of your wheel. And so that speaks to clarity coming in soon. Okay. So that's very, very good. So he feels like he's missing information in order to make this effort or take this action. Four of Coins and the Star. Yeah, this is a reunion. Look what's under it. The Rider. This is news you're going to receive. Okay, because it's fated to happen with the wheel. It's fated to happen. This is divine timing, though. You know, so here you have your reunion. Here you have the Rider bringing news of a reunion, bringing you a wish, even with the Star, bringing you hope with the Star, you know. But currently they're sitting in the Four of Coins energy, and the Four of Coins energy speaks to the power of one's thoughts. Okay? Those are very, very powerful, or create, their thoughts create very powerful chains, especially if they're thinking negatively, and they are, because they have the devil here and here. All right? So they're having a lot of negative thoughts. This is their fears that are dictating what's going on in their mind, you know? Yeah, look at that. The mind, well, we know something's been said with this Ace of Swords. We can see blood on the tip. The head of the rose has been cut. Struggles, somebody's struggling with this. And we can see that the mind is suffering because the mind understands what it's missing, because the heart keeps telling it. The heart keeps telling it what it's missing. Even though the mind tries to shut it out, it can't. You know, the heart wants to have its say. So, yeah, so these chains are internal, and really they crush this person's willpower, keep them prisoner. Too afraid of what might go wrong, or too afraid of loss, you know, so holding back out of fear. And that's what we see here, because this is about a reunion, about what I might harvest, and to that they're very worried. But also, things are not what they need to know is things aren't as they appear to them right now. Okay, because they have the devil on this. This is card of illusions. But and these fears are coming from a broken heart. This broken heart's been around for a long time. Because the swords fell out of it a long time ago, but it causes them confusion, anxiety, illusions. All right. Yeah, words were said here on this card. Um, something failed. this is giving the cold shoulder, not talking. There's regret for things gone wrong. Um, and this cup is still desired, okay? And I feel like their intuition, which is being represented here by the cat, is see the cat how it's playing with this cup. So they're toying with this idea because the intuition is trying to lead them back to this cup. All right. So they're kind of toying like the cat toys with the cup. They're toying with that idea of going back here to that spilled cup. They're feeling restless. The hangman's in the reverse. Look how they study this idea. They're watching you, Libra. They're watching you. This fellow has eyes everywhere. Okay, he's not, excuse me, he's not very good at, he's not very good when it comes to expressing how he feels. Like he doesn't do well with that. He's afraid. But he's also tempted, very tempted, very tempted. So who's going to win here, the heart or the mind, eh? So, um, yeah, for whatever's burdening you when it comes to this situation, because I feel like you are both, you both can't forget each other. It's like the one you can't forget. This is the one you can't forget. Well, they can't forget you either. Okay? They can't forget you either. And you're about to learn something when it comes to things that are burdening you about this. This person needs to take back their power here. Okay? Um, they got angry, and it's almost like you got sacrificed there. That's the sacrificial lamb. Um, this person needs to take back their power and come and reveal to you how they really feel. And this is what's going to happen. We see again, you are with this person and in the future. Okay, this is you wanting peace of mind, and this is them giving it. I mean, how clear, how much more clear can you be, right? This is them giving it. This is going to happen, but it is going to happen in divine timing, all right? And right now, currently, they are holding back. Okay, here they are, which is also at the bottom of the deck in the overall energies here. It's the same card, except this one goes on to tell us a little bit more. And what it's telling us is that this person who's been holding back, they're about to get a wake-up call. Now, this is what the wheel was talking about. Remember, I told you that clarity was coming soon? Well, clarity is coming to them soon, all right? That's when they make the move to do this. Yep, it is going to happen. Something comes out of the trunk, okay? Something is seen. Something is shown to this person who's here looking back. This ended at the 3, this relationship. It didn't go any further. So it had just started and then it ended, okay? So it never went all the way to the 10 is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So, and they've been reflecting, looking back, and they found that information. Okay. So, I feel like there's going to be a very emotional reunion with the moon here as well. You got the moon on top of the ace of coins. So, I mean, that could indicate different things. It could be a very emotional new start. It could be a very emotional opportunity, reunion. Um, so, yeah, a lot of things happening here in your future, um, Libra. Um, once you receive this message, this invitation, message to meet up, a lot of things are going to happen. Okay? So currently it's like they're sitting on this. They're tempted, but they're still able at this point to resist. But how long can that last? I don't feel it's going to last much longer. Okay, so Libra, you have a reunion in your future with this person. Okay, what you do with it is going to determine the outcome of this situation. Okay, because you will finally get what you were wishing for here, which was this reunion. But the danger on this card speaks to a grudge or holding a grudge. Okay, so yeah, holding a grudge, cold shoulders. So at least hear them out. This is good news that's arriving. And whatever this news is, it shows you something. It allows you to see through the dark because you have the owls. So the owls lend you its eyes to see through the dark. The news is going to, it's the news that's going to show you something. And it leads to a new beginning here. It's going to, this can also indicate this, that this news or this, whatever it is they're going to tell you, will give you a different perspective on things, so you will see it differently. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you. Bye for now.